My grandfather Charles was an architect. A Virginia man born and raised, he built palisades around his integrity. He had a carefully constructed crankiness that he never allowed to fall into disrepair. I would watch him scratch out rough sketches of stunning structures that rivaled the way Michelangelo made David bloom from marble. He was an artist. He provided a rock-solid foundation for a family built up with bricks of honor and compassion, designing pedestals to place his values upon, but never presuming to stand upon them himself, preferring to hold himself up with a certain bemused humility, engineered from an easygoing attitude that he owned so well. In our household, he was a load-bearing pillar, carrying the weight of the people he cared so much for. That's why when you fell ill, it was like watching a Frank Lloyd Wright being vandalized. Seeing your arches sag from faulty keystones was too much for my buttresses to bear. You wondered if it might be cancer. But with doctors' reassurances of your eminent refurbishing, you bought pills to pop 3 times a day like daily decoy dosages of denial, distraction, and disappointment, prescribed by specialists who never bothered to look over the whole floor plan, while we watched a castle of a man fall down like London Bridge. Seeing you pick at your food at Thanksgiving and clutching your head in your hands at Christmas time, if it's supposed to be just acid reflux, then why is nothing working? Why are you hurting so much? And then just like cracks racing out over a place we thought had been previously plastered over, doctors confirmed your 2-month-old internet self-diagnosis. Cancer. Pancreatic, stage 4. Your demolition date was set at 6 months maximum. I still remember seeing you for the first time after finding out you were so thin. Whitewashed, pale and pinched, peeled down to your internal steel skeleton, rusted over with refractory despite rapid radioactive response. I watched as wrecking balls metastasized in midair, tearing you down with tumors and too much telomerase. Faced with the added weight of extra cells you were never built to bear, you crumbled from a corruption that spread to your very cornerstones. How could a man who erected monuments designed to stand the test of time collapse like mere cardboard? It's been almost a year since you died, but the fact still hits me like a ton of bricks besieged by bulges we begged to be benign. When your ashes were entombed, they felt like the last remnants of a fire that blazed deep within me, looking for someone to blame, all burned out after I ground the hate I held for doctors' late diagnosis into dust. We had Thanksgiving for the first time with just the 4 of us, too short, because we knew Grandma spent it at home crying. With nothing to be thankful for but all my hate spent, I thought of you. And realized that even though your physical structure had long since been sundered after its sabotage, the memory of you still stood like a cathedral in my mind. Death cannot destroy the image of your art. Cancer cannot shatter how much you mattered to me. The pillar of your virtue still stands as tall as ever, ready to weather whatever comes. The rooftops of your reason are still raised up despite what ravaged you. The mausoleum of your mercy could not be crushed by your malignancy. My memory of you will never die because you were built to last.
Ah.